Were you surprised when you heard that there was going to be a Dolphin 2, or a sequel to the first film?
My surprise was brief because I transited immediately into thrilled.
Fantastic. And what is different in this story compared to the first film?
Ooh, you know, I think that what is best in what we now call Dolphin Tale 1, which is pretty much everything, is built upon in Dolphin Tale 2. And if there's a difference, it's just that there's an expansion of the story. We get to check back in on dear beloved Winter, who is continuing to inspire people around the world. We get to see additional wildlife be hurt by human activity and then rescued, rehabilitated, and released back into their natural habitat by human beings who are striving to do the right thing and respectful thing to and for them. And then we get to check back in with this really interesting family. And I say family in the singular because in Dolphin Tale 1 it starts with two families, right? So there's Sawyer and me, and our family is kind of broken and there's a lot of sadness. And then there's Dr. Clay and Hazel and the granddaddy, and their family's working pretty well and they have a shared mission. And there is a lingering sadness about the death of Hazel's mom. And then these families are brought together by this creature who's lost her family, and the three shall become one. And so now we get to see the family growing and evolving, and the kids finding their voices and growing some backbone and struggling with really big choices and the sort of cross-generational support and nurturing. I mean, it's just can you tell how much I like this movie?
Yes.
No, I love I love this movie.
It's a great story. So why do the first film obviously resonated so well with so many people. Why do you think that is? Why have people connected to this story so well?
I can only make up reasons why and share why it does for me. I think that there's something pretty intriguing about the fact that the complexity of my brain is matched by the complexity of a dolphin's brain, and I'm totally making this up, but I wonder if there's some inarticulable identification there, and then science can't prove it, but in person, even in images, it's certainly, I'm looking at her, I mean, she's mesmerizing. It certainly, dolphins seem to convey and behave in ways that suggest they experience a real range of emotion. And so there's that identification. And any time that I can interact with a wild creature, and I love that Dolphin Tale 2 really emphasizes that, you know, Winter lives in captivity because she can't survive in the wild, and she's a very generous person to humans, giving a lot of herself, and she is a wild creature. She's a wild creature.
How do you feel that this film has, and this story has impacted CMA and the efforts that they do on a day-to-day basis?
Well, it was neat to see when we were making Dolphin Tale 1 that the Clearwater Marine Aquarium was benefiting by some improvements to their physical footprint, and that there was a lot of excitement about more people being aware that Winter is a real creature and that they can visit her online or even in person. So we were excited about that. And then for it to go from whatever the number is, roughly 70,000 visitors per year to over 700,000, the magnitude of it, well, perhaps even anticipated. I can't know it until I know it. Like, and to see the expanded opportunities for volunteers and how that changes their lives, and the expanded volunteer for hard opportunity for hard science, and the greater number of animals who are being helped and released. I mean, this is a positive experience from every angle.
And what would you hope that people take away from Dolphin Tale 2? There's a lot of themes. There's more themes in this film. So, you know, just apart from just connecting how they did with Winter's Tale, how do you think Hope being on board now connects them more and what they'll take away from?
We may be damaged, but there's always hope. And the hope is found in community and in relationship.